Is there really to say about this? It's a classic, right? I mean, the cinematography is great. Near perfect actually. The acting is great. The sets are great. The story is really good. But here's the thing: the movie is long, and I mean long. It has a fucking intermission. It's that long. And not only that, the first 19 minutes are spent on apes. Yeah, the first 19 minutes, nearly all of the first impression time of a sci fi space movie, is spent on the time before man even existed. Yeah. So, as well good as a movie is, does it really deserve to be a classic? Well, that's really enough about the bitching. Let's see what the good stuff is. The creepiness of the movie, like the dark tones and how, is done very, very well. And it really makes you feel alone and isolated and does cosmic horror very well. And the shots are so trippy. Like, if you actually look at it, it's like I was seeing faces where faces just shouldn't be. Like, on spaceships. On spaceships. I wasn't even on drugs while watching this. Which, by the way, is apparently how you're supposed to watch it, so take it as you will. I was seeing shit before, and I wasn't even on drugs. That's what this movie does. And it's like visual acid, this movie. But but the cinematography is just extremely well done. It's like the fisheye shots from when you're seeing everything from Hal's perspective. That shit is really good. Like, it complements the scenes and the environment and the tone of what's happening. It is just very well done. And the scene where he kills Hal, it's very dark and uncomfortable. Like the whole, what's the fucking, what is it? Um, Sing a song for me. And it's the saddest computer death, and it's just done very, very well. In fact, the entire movie has this very pessimistic, nihilistic, and very dark tone, which is actually very rare for a movie from the 60s, and I actually really did like that about the movie. And yes, I know it's science fiction. I have to mention the science in the movie, which is pretty good but not entirely accurate. Like one scene where the hero is floating through space without a helmet. That's right. Do you know what would happen in real life if you actually did that? Your first, your eardrums would burst, then your eyes would be forced from their sockets and explode, then your brain and skull would just. You would end up as chunks. In the ending, Jesus fuck. That shit must be a treat if you are stoned. The ending loves the hue filter. The fucking hue filter on those shots. Oh my god. And following the hue filter orgy, it's just, well, he. I. It ends up with a spaceship in a fancy room where an old man is eating, I got nothing else to say to that. That's just it. Just fucks the tone sideways. The whole thing just goes. It's like the whole movie had this dark, sort of bleak tone that was going really good, and then Stanley Kubrick took acid or something and then ripped the rest of it. And it ended with a fucking baby staring at the earth with a glowing eye. Wait, is that God symbolism? Fuck. Huh. Maybe I took that the wrong way.